Okay, this extra latest rant about the government shutdown do not need no applause. Okay. I am so sick and furious right now that they want this historic government shutdown to be 40 days. Right now, as I speak, the Senate is having some kind of test vote on a bill to both have let the government reopen. We already had 10% of flights canceled, delayed, 10% flight service reduction at 40 airports, and the airport that I live in close to is one of them, Bush International Airport and Hobby Airport. We have SNAP program that is so confusing that it takes the Supreme Court to delay full payment, and they only want to send Trump administration wants to send a partial payment when it's close to damn near Thanksgiving and my birthday. Okay? This is enough! Open the freaking government! Now I might get in trouble with it, but I don't care! I'm still gonna do my show regardless. Okay? Regardless of what trouble that I get into. But you know what? I think both parties in the wrong. Both Democrats, the one who started it, and Chuck Schumer, and Republicans for having it go too long and using us as hostage. This is our lives. And Congress is still getting paid. Thankfully, there's a bill that is in Congress, but I don't think it's going to pass, but it should have passed, that said that next time there's a shutdown at this, Congress should not be paid either. Anyway, and I think that's a common sense bill, because while other people have to figure out how to get to work in a highway, in an airport, when they can't put no gas in a car, or they can't get transportation, how the hell are they going to get to the TSA? How the hell are they going to get to air traffic control when they can't put gas in their car? And a lot of workers have kids, young kids, that need daycare. When they can't get daycare, and Head Start is about to close because you assholes don't want to fund the government, or because you want to get health care to illegal immigrants. It's not about health care for us. You want to give health care to illegal immigrants. And then the Republicans want to keep the government closed so long. And now they're using 42 million Americans that goes on food stamp hostage before Thanksgiving. And one of the hostages have a birthday coming up. Matter of fact, this Thursday. Let's start out the week season that I've already done on the NFL pickup. I am so pissed off right now. I no longer trust Congress. Congress should be abolished. Congress should not be even part of the Constitution. It just should be the legislative branch. No, it should be only the executive branch and the judicial branch. Because right now, those two branches are the only two that seem to be working. The courts seem to tell what the president what to do instead of telling Congress what to do. The courts will really should tell Congress, hey, Congress, reopen the government. Instead, it's telling the president, hey, either you should pay food stamps, and then the recent judge said that he should pay food stamps. Then he asked the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, the one that legalized same-sex marriages, the one that made being homeless illegal. Now, they're going to starve millions of Americans. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? So you mean to tell me you're having these workers that have been working almost 40 days without pay. They're telling their landlords, hey, I'm still waiting on a check. Don't you know there's a government shutdown going on? Some landlords are so mean that they will evict people right away, even though they got a job. They will evict people right away. So not only that you're going to have people that's on food stamps not getting food, but you will have people on the streets or in the shelter. Are you happy, Democrats and Republicans? Are you fucking happy right now? Huh? Are you freaking happy right now? Are you seeing the carnage that you are inflicting? You're seeing the pain that you are inflicting? This is supposed to be the golden age of America. Making America great again, right? Well, I don't think it's so great when people are struggling to put food on the table. I don't think it's so great when you want people to work, yet they can't get to freaking work. With no gas on the car. With no way to put money on bus passes or train passes. You got some people doing Lyft, Uber, or the 2 or 3 jobs that they got me. And you want people to work? You have these work requirements? I see some mean comments on Facebook about telling people that they need jobs instead of food stamps. Well, then what kind of job that disabled people could work? And then people like myself who have lots of disabilities. You tell me. There are so hateful comments. Oh, get a job, get a job, get a job. There's nobody hiring. There's some jobs talking about laying off people. Now, there might be jobs working for the holidays, yes. But a lot of jobs are laying off people. There's some mean-ass people in the comments about people needing food stamps. So mean. I'm putting all of y'all that make these big comments on blast right now. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I done had 2 dreams when it's coming to... Well, I had dreams, but I'm going to be careful about one of them. I had 2 dreams. One dream, of all places, that I was on the New York City subway, and, well, I was on one train. Okay, I was going to see the new expansion of where the New York City subway go. Okay, usually the last stop is Brandsburg Park, I believe, if I remember. Okay, so I didn't know the expansion, but after Brandsburg Park had made an announcement. All those who are not on the list, or all those who are going on the next train, please wait at Brandsburg Park. Now, not knowing there was a list of names on the sign inside the train that has a list of names of people that stayed on the train. There are people that did stay on the train with me, and then there's other people that left the train. So, one train was going to hell. And the train that me and other people was going to heaven. And I was like, what? What? I mean, I know I'm not perfect, but I was surprised. And, but before I went, and before we went to our separate places, I woke up. Now, just last night, or in the middle, whenever the heck I went to sleep, okay, I was watching this model show on TV. I don't know where I was in the dream. I was either in a hotel, or I was at where I live in the dream. I don't know if I was at the trailer or whatever the hell I was at. And then, I was thinking, oh man, I would love to date her. Next thing I know, and of course this is only a dream. This is a dream. Relax. I wound up through the TV, and then near this beautiful hotel where this model was taping the show. Okay. I was trying to find her, but I was going to wait. I was going to do the right thing. I was going to wait by the elevator because she would have to come down some kind of way because they had to tape segments and all like that. Next thing I know, I was chased by security, and he knows my situation. The security said, "Oh, you need to leave the hotel." And I was like, "But sir, I am looking for this model." "Oh, you? You? Well, you're too poor. You're on food stamps. And I hear you're not even getting any food stamps. So you need to leave this hotel, or I'm going to call the cops." And then, another part of the dream, I was waiting by this white truck. I guess the media was helping me because I was also not only trying to meet her, to date her myself, but I wanted to interview her on my podcast. And the security guy called me again behind the white truck. I don't know what media it was, but it was behind the white truck. And then, I don't know what the police were called, but then, before that happened, I woke up. So, I don't know if this test vote is going to pass, and if they're going to get their precious 40 days in, so they can laugh at us who are suffering, while they still get a paycheck. They'll still have a Thanksgiving, and sure enough, they'll still have a good Black Friday and Christmas, because only Congress is the one getting paid about here. Unbelievable. 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 I guess it's kind of good that I never got into Congress, because I would have told them off. I would have said, "What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we causing so much pain in our constituents? Do you know that there's a midterm election coming up, and people will remember this? Yeah, people are not able to go to work. People will either quit the government sector jobs and go to the private sector when they're not even private sector jobs are available. It's the holidays. It's the holidays coming up. And they probably have to work holiday jobs until they get another job, if they're hiring. So, and then, on top of that, I would have to be either dating somebody or married to somebody before I even get a job, if I was able to get a job. Because a lot of jobs have stupid, crazy dating rules. You can't date their customers. You can't even date people at work. Well, what the hell? I mean, somebody that is harder for me to find somebody I can't get around because of not having a lot of money for transportation to go somewhere. Then how the hell are you expected to see somebody for 40 hours a day, only a few days time off, and then you'd be so tired after possibly working a stressful job, whether it's at the airport, whether it's at customer service, or dealing with the public at a hotel. I did work at a hotel once, but it was back and forth, so I had to deal with stressed out, so that was an easy job, but that was back during 9/11. And I didn't have as many disabilities back then. All I had was legally blind. But nonetheless, stop being mean on the comments. Stop being mean on the comments about food stamps. Stop! 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 Where's the humanity? Congress needs to be demolished. You want to defund something, defund Congress. If you want to defund somebody, defund Congress. This is why I am part of a Forward Party, a.k.a. I'm also independent. I'm no longer Republican. I'm no longer Democrat. I'm through. Both of these parties are in the wrong in this damn long government shutdown. This is Prince CJ. I'm out!